Hey everyone, this is Steve Larson and you're listening to Sales Funnel Radio.
Welcome to Sales Funnel Radio, where you'll learn marketing strategies to grow your online business using today's best internet sales funnels. And now, here's your host, Steve Larson.
All right. So this is actually one of the HeySteve segments. I should maybe get like a different intro or something like that. You know, it's not the same. Welcome to Sales Funnel Radio. You know, I paid some guy like $10 on Fiverr to do that. So I mixed it and everything. He just did the voiceover. But anyway, so this question comes from Aaron Jordan. So I'm just gonna put it in here.
Hey, Stefan, what's up, man? This is Aaron Jordan. First, I just want to start by saying that I love your MLM funnel. It's excellent. It's everything as good as you said it was. I just wanted to ask a quick question. I wanted to know, what was the name of the company that you used to send out the 1 million solo ad emails? All right. This way I could do some test marketing. Talk to you later.
Hey man, so that's a good question. So Aaron, thanks so much for chiming in, and thanks for talking about the MLM funnel too. That thing's selling like hotcakes, man. I'm loving that thing, and so is everyone else. It's awesome when you make a product, and I kind of just made it as a hobby product, and then I kind of forgot about it. I was in the middle of college, and it was just a fun thing, and it turns out it was actually really good. So, hey, so for the solo ads, and if you guys are listening to this and you don't know what solo ads are, a solo ad is okay, let's say it's this scenario. Let's say that I have a huge following of people, right? And I have lots of emails on my list, tens of thousands, 1,000, 500, it could be, just even 200 people on an email list. You can sell what's called a solo ad. Now, it's illegal for me to give you the contact information of that person, right? But what you can do is you could pay me to put an ad out to my list, right? That way you still get your message out, and I follow the law by not giving you all my emails because, you don't have permission to take someone else's contact. They didn't opt into you, right? So that's called a solo ad. You're sending one ad by itself, solo, to an email list. Typically it's to an email list. Usually in the internet marketing world, when you say solo ad, it just means the email. Usually not to other followings, but you can do to other followings, different mediums. So I actually it's funny, I actually just mentioned it. I used a company called Fiverr, and Fiverr is a place, there's some caveats with Fiverr. Fiverr is like, you can go pay people $5 to do crazy stuff. I've had people beatbox my name. I've had people beatbox, I like the rap ones. I think they're funny. So this dude rapped Happy Mother's Day to my mom on this video. It's really sweet. And that was like $5. And but you can do lots of internet marketing stuff also. So pay someone to do some SEO for you. You can buy backlinks there, which is, it's a little bit more of like what we call gray hat in internet marketing. It's not, meaning it can be like dirty traffic. Meaning sometimes search engines like Google or YouTube or Facebook, whatever, they can tell that you're buying likes, or they can tell that you're, like, I've gotten 10,000 likes to a video on YouTube in 12 hours. Most of them weren't real though, and it was just to test it just for fun, and then ended up blowing up because people, created a perception. But YouTube saw that, and so they took off the likes, so I, lost my money on that, but that's okay. So same thing goes. The only reason I'm telling you that is because it's a caveat. It's a warning for what actually happens when it comes to solo ads on Fiverr also. Solo ads are great, but you need to know that from Fiverr, they are kind of like the trash traffic. You know what I mean? Not always. Maybe there's a couple that are really good, but I know what you're talking about. In the video, one of the videos I was talking about in that 5-day free course that comes with the you can white label for yourself with the MLM funnel. I sent 117 million emails in 48 hours. Here's why it's trash traffic. And we got 53,000 people to visit our site in 2 days. 53,000. Let's see, it's 53,488 or something like that. And so 117 million emails go out and only 53,000 of the 117 million actually showed up. That's why it's trash traffic, because it's kind of garbage. So I buy solo ads from a whole bunch of people at the same time just because I don't know, like some of them might be crap. And so I got from that 53,000, only 100 bought they bought and got on our pre-buy list. Now we only paid $100 for that. So we got 100 people to sign up for $100, basically. 53,000 people jumped on. I could retarget those people. If you don't know what retargeting is, you can just look it up. But it's meaning I follow you around the internet with my ad, and it looks like I've been there all along. And it kind of can pull people back into your funnel. It's a good retargeting. It's like remarketing to people who've already seen your stuff, so you don't lose them. But that's basically how it works. So I would go to Fiverr, and I would look up a guy named Travis Sago, and I would use his email format mixed with Russell Brunson's email format. He writes what I call short style, and keep it a very brief email. Don't add, most of them don't let you add images anyways. It's gonna be plain text, and say in there like, hey, look, really catchy headline or subject line, something that is just loaded with curiosity. The whole point of the email is not to answer any questions. It's to keep curiosity on the line. If you ever look at a lot of commercials or movie previews, a lot of times they do not tell you what the movie is about, or they don't tell you what the product actually is. All they do is tell you what it's not. And that's kind of what you want to do in a solo ad. I'm doing X, Y, and Z without this, this, and this. You know what I mean? Like, I gained a six-pack without doing any sit-ups, or how to gain a six-pack without doing any sit-ups, right? That might be a pretty catchy headline for someone, for a solo ad who has a following in the the workout space, obviously, right? So they might open up the email and you say something like, I don't have to do any sit-ups. I'm still eating carbs, right? I actually love eating hamburgers. That's my go-to meal every single lunch, every single day, right? Click here to find out more, right? You didn't tell them what it actually is. You just told them what it's not. And I found that actually really works quite well to drive people in. Now, one caveat with this also is that you should probably set up your own tracking. If you go to salesfunnelbroker.com/resources, I think I'm an affiliate for it, so you guys know, but I think there might be a free trial with a company called ClickMeter if you use that link on that page. And ClickMeter is cool because they'll give you through that link, they'll give you 1,000 tracks every single month for free. So what's kind of cool is I'll use them and I'll take whatever link I want them to go to. So if it's a landing page, and it's a product that teaches them how to do something with sit-ups or their abs or whatever, I'll take that landing page link, run it through ClickMeter so that anytime anyone hits that link, it gets tracked and I can see if it's from a bot, if a spider is crawling it, like from Google Spider, or if it's an actual person and where they are in the world. And then I'll take that link though, and that's the link I'll put in the email so I can track it myself. And the reason I do that, especially with Fiverr also, is that they'll tell you you got 9,000 people to come to your actual website and click on it, when 90% of them are bots. So I'll use my own tracking and go back to those people and say, look, I use my own tracking. They'll be like, crap. Here's my own tracking, and you didn't send all those people. Half of them are bots, and usually they'll give you an extra few cents for free for that. So Fiverr's good. Just know that you kind of have to do a little more hand holding, and you got to grab them by the leash a little bit more because it can be crappy traffic, but it also can be a good way to test. So I usually will use Fiverr only in the scenario that I need to go just make sure the pages are all converting, meaning I'll have done all my tests. I'll go through my funnel. I'll make sure that it's all that I think it's working. And then I want to make sure though that it's still working for other people, right? That it's not just because I'm cached on my browser, meaning my browser has saved parts of the website, and so I'm getting a different experience. So test it in incognito in Chrome, and then go out and if it's working for you, then go do a small test also. And then after all those things are done and you've seen, even just a couple people hit it and do some minor things on there, then I'll go buy Facebook ads or whatever traffic it is you're basically funnel hacking, because now I know, right? So anyways, that's what I'll do. Go to Fiverr. If you just literally search the term email solo ad, you're going to find tons of people. And then filter by rating, by rating or popularity or something like that. And you'll see all the people that have been buying from this person, right? Which typically means that they're pretty good. Most people don't keep buying crap over and over again. If you can look through the reviews and see that there have been repeat buyers especially, that's a great cue. And the other thing you can do too is let them know that you are watching them, meaning send them a message before you buy and say, look, I know that, looks like you have a few upsells here for an extra $10. You'll put it here and you'll do this for an extra 20. And I just want to make sure this isn't all bots, and if you can get an answer back from them and at least just let them know that you're watching them, sometimes they'll send it to even better lists. So those are just few little tricks. And that's true for anything that you do freelancing. You have to weed through 95% of people just to get a good solo or good gig usually. But once you find them, you keep them for life and you keep them busy so they only work with you. So anyways, that's a very long answer to your question. Usually these segments are not that long, but that's how I do it. Go to Fiverr.com. That's Fiverr. It's 2 R's. And usually it's $5. The upsells are typically worth it. It's usually extra $5, $10, $15, $20. And that's usually where they make their money. So they'll make it even extra cool. And that's kind of how it works, man. So anyways, you sent me over your address, so I'll send you over your t-shirt. And anyone else who's listening to this, know that if you ask a question and if it is applicable and if it's not a dumb question, go ahead and go to salesfunnelbroker.com/podcast. Scroll down on the right, there'll be a green button. If you click it, it will record your question to me and send it in an email file, and then I'll put it on the podcast and send you a free HeySteve t-shirt. And just let me know your shirt size and I'll send it on over to you for free. It's just kind of my way of saying thank you. So, all right, guys, thanks so much, and I will talk to you later.
Thanks for listening to Sales Funnel Radio. Please remember to subscribe and leave feedback. Want to get one of today's best internet sales funnel for free? Go to salesfunnelbroker.com/free funnels to download your pre-built sales funnel today.